Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you another beautiful custom tenor-sized coil works ukulele. And I have some experience playing coil works. I played quite a few here with Ukulele Friend, and I've always been a big fan of them. They're very fantastically made, super clean cut instruments, very beautiful. I mean, with the koa and just the builder's work on this instrument, and just really creating like musician grade quality instruments. And this is no different than the other ones that I played in the past. Beautiful orange like curly koa here on the front with your black lines here in the middle. And I've always been a big fan of when koa is very symmetrical, looking like this, and then you have like two streaks in the center. It reminds me of, to a smaller extent, if you guys are familiar with Jake Shimabukuro's older looking ukuleles, when he had the ukuleles like from 10 years ago, his Buffy ukulele. It was the red ukulele, but it had two very distinct sharp lines here in the middle. And I've always been a huge fan of that ever since like 10, 12 years ago when I saw him playing. So whenever I get to play custom koa instruments, or, you know, instruments with beautiful koa wood, it always, I guess, tickles me to see like the stripes here, especially in the back. It's a lot more obvious here on the back, just like this. So beautiful work. I'm a huge fan of koa. That, for me, a personally huge fan of koa or curly koa that looks like this, and really dark and big grain patterns here on the side of the instrument, just like that. Beautiful work. Again, it's just attention to detail. Just, it's such a clean and beautiful looking instrument. I played quite a few koa customs from the koa works lineup of instruments, and I'm just always blown away by how just beautiful it is. And then here around the front, beautiful abalone around the instrument, around the entire instrument. And then we have a ebony binding here on the top and back, and then it's supplemented with this wood purfling here on the bottom of the binding, the top of the binding right here on the side, and then even here around the fretboard, along the perimeter of the fretboard, the binding of the fretboard. Everything else is pretty standard: ebony bridge, ebony ebony fretboard, a nice koa headstock with this nice little hook here at the top with the honu, or turtle in Hawaiian, custom koa works inlay right here on the top. And then nice, beautiful gold tuners here. Very elegant. I gotta love it. For those of you who watch my sound samples, I'm a big sucker for gold tuners or gold and black tuners. Gold going along with koa and the black of the ebony, it's just a match made in heaven. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward instrument. Again, this is what I've called many times here. It's like a musician's instrument, where we love just beautiful, simple things that's not too distracting, whether it's on the fretboard or like there's nothing crazy, super crazy going on, like on the face or on the back. It's just like a super clean looking, and feels wise, it just feels wonderful. Going into sound, I love how koa works usually tends to lean on like the bigger, more pronounced sounds. So like I'm never surprised when I play my first chord. It's like, whoa, it's a lot of big sound, and I just love how much of a projection it has and how much warmth. Oh my gosh, how much warmth it provides. And another thing I like about koa works instrument too is that although it's a full koa instrument, and koa to me in my ears really sits in that mid-range type of sound in the sound spectrum, but the way either this instrument is constructed or the way it's braced, it picks up a lot of the lower end, in which you can get from like your rosewoods or your denser kind of woods. So you get a lot of this underneath kind of sound, this deeper kind of sound, but this instrument still preserves that mid-range sound, which I like to associate koa with. It's one of my kind of favorite tone woods. As much as koa can vary, most of the time it varies a lot within that kind of mid-range section. But for me, in my ears, I really love that lower kind of that mid-range frequency. But this instrument, it has a lot of that. It has a lot of the oomph underneath that mid-range sound. It's still very crisp on like the A string when I'm plucking. The note separation, meaning like every note that rubs against each other, or how I play notes one after the other. It's super clear. You can hear every single note very pristinely. Nothing gets muddied in the mix. it's just really clean sounding. Exactly how this instrument is constructed. Yeah, as I move up the fretboard. Whew. Again, just nice, big, warm sound. So if I were to do some like jazz comping, I think it's just literally shaking. Because there's just so much sustain, you have so much room for that. Just keeps going. It's just so nice. So clean up here too. Whew. It's a fantastic instrument, so let's get right into it. Oh my gosh.